the governments of Europe, which were primarily monarchies, and varied depending on how authoritarian they were, or how, let's say, centralized the power the monarch had. It was routine to use the press, this is the early 1900s, to seed stories for a variety of reasons. See, I think people don't understand, and this still occurs today. People don't understand it. Like, so the governments would use, in fact, all the governments besides the government of the UK had specialized departments whose sole purpose was to, it went as far as, literally some governments, I think the Italian government, simply just paid journalists straight up, here's the stories we want, here's the money, right? It was like that. And then there were also different ways of doing it. And the governments would use, and they do this today, I guarantee you, and it sounds like conspiracy theories, but here's the thing. So you'll trial balloon an idea by putting it in the media and seeing how the populace reacts to it. So, and then you're gauging public sentiment based on that, and then making your political decision based on how that works out. So the idea that I'm always, I never want to think there was, you hear this idea of like there was a golden age of media or something where you had America, had the three networks and the respectable newscaster who would sit there and just give you the facts. And then, yeah, probably somewhat, I guess. But, and I don't know, again, not an expert, but how this has worked for a long, long time has never been as simple as, here's the facts, here's the story, decide for yourself. I don't think it's ever been that simple.
I might go so far as to say that if anything, this is a better media landscape because it allows for immediate dissent. It allows for the immediate uncovering of falsities in the legacy or corporate media. And it allows for many alternate perspectives. And so in a way, it has that free market competition quality where if your journalism or your network sucks because all you do is bang the same ideological drum and you are continually caught forcing a narrative or cutting out details that are important to the story or underplaying important stories because they don't fit a certain narrative, if your program or your network does that, you lose viewers. And you can lose those viewers now because they actually have somewhere else to go. So the other side of that coin is, well, now who's vetting all of these new voices? And the chance for lower quality, less rigorous information coming out and being spread is increased. But at the same time, when you consider what you've just said about the history of governments using journalism and media to seed false stories or to test reactions, can we really even say that, there's more of a danger of misinformation now than there was in the past? At least now we have a better chance of debunking that misinformation from wherever it comes, because for the same reason that the corporate media gets found out every time they fumble a story, the average person, if they're on their YouTube channel spreading falsehoods, they're going to be found out just in the same way. Now, of course, you can say that, well, people are going to be more easily swayed by these falsehoods and whatever. Well, welcome to Earth. I mean, we've had the preachers, and the conmens and the cults ever since the dawn of time. So that's not going away unless you remove every option for people to speak to masses, which I don't think is worth doing.